Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. You hear the Goldberg in the background. I know you saw what happened tonight. Everybody in the world, shocked the world. Everybody's seen it tonight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned in to the Dark Match Podcast. I'm your boy Champ. You can follow me on M_Champ4 on Twitter. And I'm here with my boy.
Everybody Hates Prince. Make sure y'all look that up on Instagram, you dig? And we got a couple of guests here tonight. We got my boy Ease.
What's up, people? How you doing? You know, it's your boy.
And for everybody who listened to the last episode, we got John Hollywood. What's up, John?
What's going on? Everybody follow me on Facebook.
And
John Hollywood, Jago, and Hollywood of Misty.
And
John Hollywood.
And
we
as
have
always, we got
Salty Balls.
And as always, we got
ladies and gentlemen.
T.Y. Salty.
Hold on. And always we have who?
The 10?
Who we got? Who?
What the hell just happened?
I guess we got SP the Ghost out here.
Just in case you guys didn't know who that is, that was just Ty. Tonight, after what just happened, I kind of share his enthusiasm, or lack of enthusiasm.
Stop it.
But, yeah, you will find out that we're pretty split here in the
Stop
room.
it.
As Mr. Prince back there thought it was the greatest thing he's ever seen.
Kind of.
Doubt it. But, yeah, we got a lot to talk about with NXT on Saturday and Survivor Series way let down. So, without further ado, we might as well get into it, I guess. So, we're just going to jump right to the Goldberg thing, huh?
Should we?
Go for it. You lead this one.
Who, me?
Yes, Prince, you lead this one.
I'm just saying, I ain't gonna lie before
Turn
we
that
get
shit off. Turn the Goldberg shit off. Turn that shit off in the background. I don't even want to
Yo,
hear it.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment.
It was very.
The E was definitely there tonight.
I'm glad, y'all. I'm glad I wasn't. I'm glad everything we predicted wasn't didn't come true. I'm glad there were some shockers, NXT and Survivor Series. And to be honest with you, like us being wrestling fans, seeing how long that tag team match was, the 5-on-5, we should have knew something crazy was gonna happen. Like, we should have known something crazy was gonna happen in that main event.
To me, the Raw vs. SmackDown men's match was longer than the tag match.
No,
I don't know about that.
Hell no.
But I will say I do agree with you. There was a lot of shocks this weekend. A lot of shocks this weekend.
What was the first one, huh?
Oh, that's another thing I don't want to fucking talk about. Well, I guess
We breaking records when it comes to Brock Lesnar nowadays.
Okay, we'll get to that, please. But
As I just saw on Facebook, Brock just got Brocked in 1/20th of the time.
I wish we would count to see how long that match was.
Oh, we can definitely we can do it right now. We won't waste much time. We won't waste much time. But yeah, Nakamura losing the damn strap on Saturday was just. Might have been just not me.
I fucking loved it too.
Of course you did.
I loved it, man.
Beautiful Jesus, all that stupid shit. Because I know you like Samoa Joe.
Do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to move on?
I don't want to talk about any of it. To be honest.
He just wants to talk about Brock.
I don't even want to talk about Brock.
You don't want to talk about
Why
Brock?
not? What's wrong with Brock?
Brock
Make
is
me
still
use
the
my
man.
30 seconds already.
You don't need to.
Trust me, I need about 30 seconds for this.
Hey,
one.
John, how you doing over there?
I'm doing quite all right. It wasn't the greatest pay-per-view. I think NXT definitely took it home a little bit stronger than WWE.
I don't know about that.
But at the end of the day, I give the whole weekend like a good B-.
My man Ease, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
What'd you think about? What'd you think about Survivor Series? I should say.
It was entertaining. Like I
It was
said,
entertaining?
WWE. Entertaining. Give it a capital E with the underscore. Bold lines, italics, all that extra ish.
Hey, just Ty. Hey, just Ty. Hey, just Ty.
Maybe we gotta call him Sexy Ty. Nope, that didn't work either.
What'd you think about this weekend, Ty?
Perfect 10.
Was it a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10?
Up until Goldberg Lesnar.
Well, I guess somebody just doesn't want to talk. Champ, how you doing over there?
You could ask me how I'm doing.
Yeah, how you doing
already,
over there?
You already heard how I'm doing.
So, to me, it looks like you didn't like what happened in NXT.
See, I was shocked that Samoa Joe won the title back from Nakamura,
Mhm.
but it was a pretty good match. The ending sequence was crazy.
Yeah.
But of course, because I'm a huge Nakamura fan, so I'm biased. So I mean, I was disappointed that he lost, but I wasn't mad that he lost. And I will say this: I haven't been shocked like this with WWE for a while, and I like feeling like this after events. It's nice to be surprised and to be shocked when things happen, instead of it going exactly how you predicted it to go all week. So,
But
there's no but.
All in all,
all
in all,
How you doing, Just Ty?
I'm speechless as fuck. When I look back at it in retrospect, it's a good weekend of wrestling.
I agree with that.
NXT, I you all know I love Nakamura, but I don't really mind the way he lost. It's not like he got beat clean, and it prolongs the feud because I don't think anybody. If he would have knocked off Joe 2 in a row,
Yeah.
what do you do with Joe? Do you call him up? You don't have anything for Joe right now for him to get called up for.
But that's the
and
only thing he could
two,
have done.
you don't have any top heel in NXT that can credibly challenge Nakamura for the belt right now.
Glorious?
No,
Not yet.
I don't think Bobby Roode is there yet.
But
I don't
he's
think-
coming.
I think Eric Roode. Wow, I think Eric Young is Sanity.
Oh, no,
Not yet, but
Yeah.
I think he's also can become a credible number one contender.
Mm-hmm.
But he still has to have his story built because we still don't know the backstory of Sanity. So I think he won't beat Nakamura, not of course, but to the road of somebody beating Nakamura, he will be a good feud to get that next person over on Nakamura. So I don't mind that. The Goldberg shit.
That was a switch.
I'll talk about that later. But let's not forget. Let's just run through NXT. Let's not forget DIY with a brilliant tag team fucking school lesson with the Revival.
Definitely candidate for match of the year.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Can we just give credit that the Revival is the best tag team in wrestling today?
You feel like they revived tag team wrestling?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
They-
I don't know if they revived it because tag team wrestling been back for like a year or so.
But
It's been a while since tag team wrestling's been back, but they're definitely taking it to the next level.
Next level.
Everybody in NXT, I don't even say they're the only tag team doing it. Almost every tag team match that you see on NXT is doing work. They're just putting in the extra kick in the pants to bring it back to what was really big in the 80s form of wrestling, in the early 90s form of wrestling, and they're doing a great job at it and just stealing the show left and right.
I
So
love
hands
the
down,
Revival.
that was the match of the weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hands down.
I love the Revival.
2 out of 3 falls, right?
I'm just scared
Okay.
for the Revival because it's like, what happens next? I mean, do they get a rematch? Like,
yeah, they'll probably get their rematch.
do they become 3-time NXT champions?
No.
Who knows? I still don't want them to get caught up yet because I still don't think it's much for them to do yet on either brand. On tag team, they're definitely a SmackDown team.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I think SmackDown needs them bad.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they need a credible because the Usos are like the only credible heel team on that brand.
Well, the only thing with the NXT between the championships is I just think that we need to stop, not us, but people in general, in the way that it's been formatted, is that it needs to stop looking like every time you're a champion and lose your championship, you get called right up.
Right.
It, like, being a champion should not be the end of the road in NXT.
Yeah.
You should be able to build another feud or help build a future tag team or a future singles competitor without a championship if you lose your championship.
Absolutely,
And I hope
'cause-
that the Revival can do that.
I'm kind of glad you said that because when Kevin Owens got called up and he had the belt and he beat Cena, I thought that was pretty cool.
I
man.
actually wish that would happen more often, to be honest.
them come up as an NXT champion. And
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
I think
thought
it's
that
all right, and they did it a few times though. That they did it with while Big E was champion.
Big E, Neville.
Yeah, Neville and
Paige
or no,
did it
Neville
too.
was afterwards.
No,
Paige
that
was
you're
called
right,
up.
You're right.
Paige was called up when
Paige,
she was champ.
Charlotte.
But it's just too stereotypical that it's the end of the road.
Right.
And like Bailey is a perfect example. Is like everybody's like, it's time, and then it's just like I still don't feel like it's time for her yet. Well, now it might be, but over the past like 2-3 months, it hasn't been because it's been about Sasha and Charlotte.
And so and to her detriment, it made Bailey look a little weak up to this point now because she was floundering with Dana freaking
Yes.
Brooke
Yep.
the donut.
But
So
Those just I just hope Revival don't have to get called up. I hope if Joe Nakamura finishes this feud, neither one of them have to be called up. It's not a have to. It's a place and a time. So
I don't think
I got
Nakamura's
Joe.
coming
I got
at
Joe
all.
in the Rumble though.
I think we
definitely
all got
see Joe in the Rumble.
But just to go back to the Bailey thing, because as you guys know out there,
He
I'm
loves
a huge-
Bailey,
I'm
so
a
he
huge
couldn't
Bailey
just
fan.
ease
I
off the
love
Bailey thing.
But I mean,
Back
we're
to
not
the
going to talk
Bailey
about that. And just
thing.
make me just go over it, and just go over my head with it. The thing with her is
She sucks.
no, the way her character is. I'm just going to completely ignore that. The way her character is, I think it's good for her to come up and lose some things, because with her character, I don't think it would be. It's not a good thing for her to come up and be put in championship match right away.
Yeah.
it doesn't have to do a championship match. It's all right. Case in point, like look at the division right now. It's if Paige was around and she had a storyline to do with Paige, or if Emma was around and she had a good storyline to do with Emma, it would have been a different story. It's the only person that's credible for her was Nia Jax, and she just did a feud with her months
NXT.
ago.
But I think that's part of the reason why she was called up, because Paige can't get her shit together, and Emma was hurt.
Of
They
course.
needed people.
The thing that I don't like about the whole
I think they
Bailey
use who they already have, though.
The thing that I don't like about the whole Bailey situation, I think her a good year and a half for her. I think the next year and a half for her is 100% predictable. Like, I think we can call exactly what's going to happen with Bailey for the next year and a half off rip. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about it. I mean, it's good when she wins the championship. I'll definitely, I guess, clap for,
But
whatever.
Okay, but what is that?
What do you see for it?
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is what
I feel
go
like
ahead.
Predictable.
she's gonna win the title from Charlotte. Obviously fight Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. They're gonna feud for a little while. Charlotte's gonna come back around, fuck Bailey up, and get her
I
title
don't
back.
agree.
I don't see that.
I
I
don't
see a
see
Sasha
that
Banks heel turn. That's what I see.
Yeah, but I
We're going into Mania, but I don't
Yeah,
see. I see
yeah.
Charlotte turning face
Yeah.
eventually, and I feel like
Charlotte?
Really?
I don't think
Yeah, of
Bailey
course.
goes. Bailey
I-
does not go into WrestleMania
Why would
as a
Charlotte
champ.
turn
I think
face?
so.
No way.
I
She's
agree with that.
Bailey's.
You said go into as champion.
As
Yes.
champion, no.
Yes, I agree with that.
I think she
Bailey
win it
loses-
at tip.
She's gonna lose her first championship match. She's not gonna win it.
That doesn't mean she's gonna win it.
She's gonna lose to Charlotte at Rumble.
Oh yeah.
And Sasha's
could win it
gonna
on
come
Raw,
out and say,
Yeah, she could because
She
we've
won on Raw,
seen
Sasha.
a
So
women's
time
Raw
out.
title
When-
change 3
when-
times
I don't
already.
like I told you earlier. I don't see Charlotte going into WrestleMania. That's way too predictable.
So
Right.
when
Charlotte
do
going
you,
into WrestleMania.
My thing, when
Sasha
do you,
is gonna be the champion going to WrestleMania.
When
when do you
champion.
think
They're not gonna give it to
Bailey's
her a
winning
third
the
time.
chip? Like,
She's
when
gonna
do you,
win it at WrestleMania.
Bailey's gonna win the chip at WrestleMania.
Yes.
I don't think so.
In the triple threat
Because
or
they're gonna
straight
get
up?
Sasha's heel turn, because Bailey's gonna lose her match, and Sasha's gonna hit her with a "Oh, you blew your opportunity."
Don't you
blah,
consider
blah.
Sasha
I'd
more of a
see it the other
tweener
way.
So
anyways?
you don't see Bailey beating
Charlotte? No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't
agree
see
with
it.
that.
All right.
I agree with him.
Well, we'll see how that.
Well, we'll have to wait and see about that.
You
But
agree
we-
with who?
You.
Okay.
I agree that.
yeah,
I
had to
agree
make
that
sure-
between
had to-
now, I don't.
Had to make sure it was him, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I had to make sure Hollywood.
Sorry,
agrees with Prince back
yeah.
there.
Yeah, that doesn't happen
I don't
much.
see. Once again, I don't see Charlotte bringing that title to WrestleMania. I don't see Sasha just winning it a third time, back and forth. That's way too much back and forth between two people. That's 5 times between the same two people.
Yeah.
That's a little ridiculous.
I mean, you're already.
and
up there
I
at
think
Well,
that.
how many times did Roman win it off of somebody in a matter of a
Stop.
year?
Yeah, but
Um,
that's between different people, and he only won it 2 or 3 times. Having the same two people go back and forth
Yeah.
5 times is ridiculous.
How many times does Cena and Randy trade
and how long
World
are we?
Heavyweight
How?
champions?
That's that.
How many times
there's
has Cena-
more talent now?
How
Come
many
on,
times
man.
did Orton and Cena trade
There's
titles?
They
way
didn't trade back
more
and
talent
forth.
Oh, yes, they
yeah,
did.
but between time, not in the 6-month period of time.
Oh yeah, they did. They
Yeah,
traded each
they
other
did.
like 4 or 5 times
It
in a
was,
matter of 6
it was
months.
kind of like every other pay per
Not
view.
Cena did not win that title 4 times off Randy
Oh,
Orton.
how do you think they got? How do you think
bugging.
Cena got the
Cena
15?
won like
That's
2
how
times
Orton
off.
got up to
That's
10.
how Orton got up to 12, and that's how Cena got up to 15.
So
Nah,
what
if
do
you
you?
can name me those title matches where they won 4 times back and
If
forth.
I can
Not
look,
yet.
at
They didn't even go 6. They
They
didn't even go 6 months in a feud.
We got too much to
Their
talk
feuds
about.
at the
No,
longest
Talk
were
about
3
Cena
times.
tonight.
3 months
I
at a
don't
time. At the longest.
I don't know.
We don't need to talk about
I've
Cena
seen
tonight.
last man standing matches. I quit
Yeah,
matches.
between
regular
times.
matches. A Hell in a Cell.
The-
Well-
in the matter of 6 months between
Well,
those
let me
three.
just say this: since we got a lot to talk about tonight, we'll just let you guys.
Yeah,
figure that
we'll
one out.
do that another
Hold on,
episode.
hold on, 1 second.
How
I
Bailey
wanna-
But we gotta finish NXT. We gotta finish because there's a lot to cover on Survivor Series.
I want to ask my boy Ease here since he's quiet over here. Maybe he need another drink or some
Oh
weed
no,
or
I was
something.
just thinking to myself. I was about to ask y'all. What do y'all gauge NXT champs? Like when they come up to the main roster, how strong do y'all see them? Because the Vaudevillains were in the NXT tag team champs.
Until one of them
And they
got their
came up-
ass beat by
and they're
the
horrible.
backstage brawl for all champion,
Like-
Zen motherfucking Cara.
But like all the NXT world, the champs, they come up and they're strong.
Yeah.
But then, with some of the tag teams, they come up and they're just like.
It depends on who
I mean,
the
like,
guys
when you
are.
consider, like, what is y'all levels
It de-
of NXT, like, when you put them next to the main
Well, when
roster,
you-
like, how strong are they champions? And, like,
You use Von Villains as an example. Before they were called up, they were losing like crazy on NXT.
but they were
Yeah,
the champs
Yeah,
at
they
one
were
point.
champs, but
Towards the
Neville
end.
was the champ
Towards-
at one point. He came up and he was,
yeah.
He was
you know?
mid card, but it depends
Sami
on the,
Zayn came up, you know?
It depends on the talent. I
Well,
mean, there's
the
an
thing-
like Nakamura, Kevin Owens. These guys, you have to build
Yeah,
them
but
strong.
the thing with Sami Zayn was his
Shoulder.
injury killed that one.
Yeah.
Because he probably was going to have, like, the Owens storyline.
Yeah.
What you mean, Owens
Like,
storyline?
what Owens had when he got called up.
To beat
With
John
Cena?
Cena twice.
Yeah, with Cena.
Oh, so
All
you
right,
would have had
we're-
to. Okay.
we do keep veering away from.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
It's
got.
gonna take. It's already gonna be
got-
long.
long.
we got
Yeah.
through
I
NXT.
forgot why I
Well,
Yeah,
just to let you guys. Well, how did NXT open with the Glorious one?
Glorious.
What was that?
Bobby Roode.
I won't give in.
I thought-
won't give in.
I thought it was funny how they're both from Canada. They did not announce Bobby Roode from being from Canada. I think because they didn't want Ty Dillinger to get booed out of the
Yep.
building. That's my initial thought. But they was chanting 10 all fucking weekend.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, they made it clear as daylight
That he
Ty
was from Canada.
Canada, so
But Bobby Roode with the win. I
Great
think I
match.
was probably the only thing I was right about this weekend. Great match. I like the fact that Ty Dillinger looked good in defeat. We'll see. Bobby Roode up to the next level. Dillinger will find his next feud. We'll build him up.
What's
Dillinger
next
won.
level, bro?
What's next for who?
What's next level? Because to be honest with you, like when I look at Bobby Roode, do I see a feud with him and Nakamura?
No, not
to
yet.
me,
That's
absolutely
it's
not.
coming.
Like I honestly don't care if Bobby Roode wins the NXT championship. I would rather see him go straight to the main roster. I don't know if anybody agrees with me on that, but like I don't want to see Bobby Roode fight for the NXT champion. I want to see him go to the main roster.
And fight
In
for
the
what
next
champion?
couple
Well, I don't agree with that because Bobby Roode, when he came in, he kind of made it seem like he's changing the landscape of NXT. So I feel like him being NXT champion is what needs to happen, just because that's what was told. You know?
Okay.
And Bobby Roode, I mean, I feel like he is championship material wherever he goes. I
Yeah.
think you have to understand that there's no like real 100% top tier heavyweight championship talent. Guys, you guys are screwing me up. But
Keep talking, bro.
Bobby Roode, I feel like he has to win it because after Nakamura, Joe eventually leaves. Who else is there? So if Bobby Roode gets called up with them, there's gonna
Ty
be nobody.
Dillinger.
Shh, be quiet. Next. So
I
after
mean,
that,
you just asked. You asked.
be quiet. So after that, we had the Dusty Rhodes Classic.
Good match.
Authors of Pain. What's up with them? I guess if you're gonna sell a new toy product you have, let's put it in a real match. Let's hang Paul Ellering. What I could never say his last name. The former manager of the Legion of Doom in the cage up top in the Shark Tank versus TM61, who I did make fun of before, but after this match, they're wild. Like
Stop it.
everything
Stop
they do,
it. Stop.
no, like everything they do is clean. Like there's moonsaults clean, flips clean. They're a clean team. Like they don't botch much, and they made Offensive Pain look good. Gave him a hell of a run. But Offensive Pain was the correct team to go over.
Yeah.
Do they eventually invade the tag team scene at NXT and become world champions?
They
Hell
have to. They have to. I think Revival is about to get their. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get their rematch, but
After that,
yeah, they don't need to be in NXT anymore.
yeah, they're probably gonna have like one or two more matches with DIY, and then Offensive Pain eventually comes in and takes that tag title.
Especially when they're getting the name in NXT as the best tag team in the world right now. They
Ooh.
don't what you call it?
Revival.
Yeah, Revival.
Oh, okay.
They don't need to be in NXT anymore.
Well, like I said, when they come up, what do you expect from them?
I expect him to be the best tag team
So you expect them to
champion.
come up and be straight in the tag team picture, like
Yeah.
off rip?
I see them feuding with American Alpha as soon as they get called up to SmackDown.
Absolutely.
I hope when they get called up that it's something wild. It's not. I hate the thing that pisses me off most about WWE nowadays is they can have so many wow shock moments, but they announce when people are going to debut or they announce when people are going to come back and return.
Let the Revival in the middle of a tag team match with American Alpha slide in and beat the holy hell out of.
Exactly.
You know what? Let them beat the holy hell out of Heath Slater and Rhino.
Exactly. That's all you have to do. Let it shock
I
people.
like that.
Let them slide in, boom, beat the crap out of them, and take the. You know what? Take the tag titles from them.
But instead, we'll probably get 2-3 weeks of promos about Revival, and then they'll come.
And yeah, a bunch of go hard, say yeah, promos for 2-3 weeks. No, if you were smart, WWE, slide in, beat up Heath Slater and Rhino, take the tag belts from them.
And they should do that because nobody really cares about that tag team anyways.
Heath Slater gets pops, bro.
Yo.
Heath Slater.
Nobody cares about him and his kids, okay?
No, Brock Lesnar don't care about his kids.
I don't give a damn
Everybody
about
else
his damn
does.
kids.
If you guys
I
want
like-
to make money, make I'm Heath Slater's child shirts.
Quick
for
question.
kids.
What did we talk about earlier? What is his special?
Tag Rhino for a
Tag
spear.
Rhino for the gore.
Tag Rhino for a gore. That's his finisher. So we'll keep it moving. Mickey James, Oscar.
It was good. It wasn't A
Mickey.
plus like I was expecting it to be.
Yeah,
but it was
because
good.
Atmosphere
Mickey
would have been a
James
lot
had
better.
a whole bunch of.
Don't bring
She
it up.
had she had
Don't bring it
like
up.
Don't bring
pants
it up.
on. Like where's Mickey James in the shorts?
It would have been a lot better if it was Trish.
There we go. I knew he was going
I
to
don't
Not
agree
match
with that.
quality wise, but atmosphere wise,
Yeah.
it
Trish-
would have been a lot wilder. Mickey
Oh,
James is a better
absolutely.
wrestler, but Trish in Canada making her return, that would have been epic.
Can we
Beautiful.
talk about something about
Is that a
Oscar?
rumor?
Hey,
Is that a rumor?
thanks Trish for ruining it.
Oh, he hold on. My boy E's just
I'm
asked
like,
was
wait,
that a
Trish-
rumor?
that was a
Trish
rumor?
Trish was supposed to. It was rumored that Trish was supposed to fight Asuka at
Before
NXT,
Mickey?
but she got pregnant, and then
She
they.
got-
Oh, somebody shot her club up.
I mean, that's the only way you get for pregnant, right?
Yeah, but you don't fuck. Maybe she made sweet love with her husband.
I ain't gonna lie, Virgin made.
Huh?
Yo.
I would make sweet love
Anyway.
with Trish.
He
I'm
made
fucking
sweet
Trish.
love
All right,
to her.
anyway. Yo,
All right, my bad.
all right.
So
Come on,
basically,
man.
she got pregnant, bro.
Yeah.
She got pregnant, bro.
Okay.
She got.
Can I say something about Oscar?
Sure, man.
Am I the only one? I love Oscar.
I love Oscar.
Don't get me
Roscoe?
wrong. I love Oscar.
I love her too.
She has not had a really interesting match in a while.
I'm a little bored of her.
Yeah. It's
She
probably
she hasn't fought.
Was
very,
her-
Who does she have to fight?
Yeah.
She
well,
fought
she fought
Bailey.
Bailey
And
twice,
now who
and
she
it
has to
wasn't
fight?
as good as I thought it would be.
It's not even who she has to fight. It's what she's done so far, and it's just she needs to be. She's one person that needs to be called up just because there's just nothing for her down there, and
Not yet.
there's a lot of
Like you said, it takes two to tango.
Well, even with Ember Moon, I just feel like it's going to get to a certain point where
That's gonna be a
it's-
great match.
We'll get one good match, but it's just like
That's
I
all I
think
need.
I don't know.
I think
I
that
think
she's
it's
I
been called up and
can't.
there's
I'm
just
so
much.
excited for that feud. I can't even wait for the stare down.
I think that's after the Amber Moon thing. That's it for Oscar. She's just wasting away in NXT at this point because
I
after
agree.
you get past Amber Moon, Liv Morgan, she barely survived.
Speaking
feel
of
you,
that,
man.
Peyton Royce.
There's nobody there.
There's
You gonna
nobody
say
there.
that?
No, I know not
DMs
yet,
or
but
something?
she's gonna get built. They're gonna build her up.
But we can't. Oscar can't
No,
wait
no.
for them to get built.
Oh yeah, I know.
Amber Moon has to take the title off of her either Royal Rumble weekend or Mania weekend, and then call Asuka up so she can dominate on SmackDown. She needs to be on SmackDown.
She
Too.
needs to be on SmackDown.
Well, I told you how I feel. I feel that Asuka should be going in as NXT champion, going against Charlotte at WrestleMania, and let Asuka give her first defeat at a pay-per-view.
Oh man,
That's too
and
much
then-
on Raw.
No, she wouldn't be a Raw superstar.
Oh, you mean? Oh,
she
you
would
mean
still be an
NXT
NXT
versus,
superstar,
okay.
and then after beating Charlotte, Asuka be confronted on NXT by Daniel Bryan and Shane for a contract to go to SmackDown, and then Asuka would give up
like
the women's championship instead of losing the women's championship.
I
Still
think
make her look strong.
Asuka should have
like
the
that.
longest
That's-
reign
that's a hell of a
NXT
story.
Women's
That's good.
Championship.
Oh hell yeah, she should.
Like she should have it for damn near a year.
Well, I
if not
think
longer.
if she makes it to WrestleMania, I think that should be the longest. I think.
You got to remember,
Bayley
Asuka's-
had it from August all the way till April.
But remember, Asuka has yet to be defeated in NXT.
Mhm.
And
Nobody
that's why I
beat her.
said. That's why I said leave her undefeated and let her go to the main roster.
Right.
But
So
Yeah,
the storyline
everybody
It
gets
comes
that,
in
though.
is
yes, and
that-
it kind of goes into
is
a
that-
Goldberg thing.
Right.
with
Asuka has
Asuka.
yet
was
to
getting
be
to that.
beat.
I mean,
in
not
the
that right
WWE.
now. I mean, Goldberg and WWE.
Alright, but
Yeah,
how do you
no,
slide
no.
her into the WrestleMania picture against Charlotte when you still got Sasha and Bayley?
Because that's what I said. With
Charlotte still needs something to do.
Bayley wins the title, Sasha goes into the title match with Bayley, going as a heel. So you got face versus heel. Then Charlotte makes a statement that she's the queen bee and she still hasn't found real competition for a pay-per-view, and
Even
who's
though
better
she's
than
not
real
legit.
competition than your NXT woman that you want to call up.
And the fact that it's in Orlando
I
this
just
year,
can't see it.
the fact that it's in Orlando
that's
this
all, I
year,
mean,
I think that needs to happen.
There's
Exactly,
so
especially
many
when
things-
NXT's right there. That's a valid
There's
point.
so
I didn't
many
think.
things that they can do with it being in Orlando that involves NXT that would just make the crowd go absolutely insane.
course.
And
Right.
I just don't have faith.
I feel like with that whole weekend, your big stars that you plan on coming up soon need to have some type of statement on NXT, WrestleMania, and the Monday
Yeah,
after.
and that's why I think
Yeah.
calling up your women's champion is a big deal. And you give that spotlight of a women's match on NXT's takeover.
Mm-hmm.
Give that to two other women. Let them take the shine, and you put the shine on your champion at WrestleMania. Something that hasn't been done before. She could be the first champion to actually fight at WrestleMania.
Right.
And that mixes in really well. You got a heel versus face. She is undefeated. She gives Charlotte her first defeat at a pay-per-view, and she's still the champion, still undefeated, coming in looking like a Samoa Joe or like a Goldberg, continuing undefeated, maybe all the way to the SmackDown Championship.
I feel like
that.
I like
that.
it, but I feel like I gotta think about it. I'm not sure if I like it. I might be saying I like it because it sounds cool and it'll be something different. But then if I look back and think of it, I might be like, yo, I don't
I
know.
like it because it still gets Charlotte. Let's be honest.
do like
Charlotte
it a
doesn't
lot.
need to be in the main event picture come Mania.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She's
And you're
dominated
gonna
that
get a
already.
hell of a match out of the two of them.
Right.
Yeah.
You will. But
Yeah.
Charlotte still needs something to do. She needs to be nowhere near that. You need to build Bayley Sasha Hill. You need to
agree.
do that. That needs to happen. But
Shit.
Charlotte
And
still needs
that's going to
something
be a
to
hell
do.
of a match. So you get two hell of a match, like two back-to-back matches, and you got a SmackDown Women's match, titles match, even
Becky
if it's a
Lynch.
pre-show or if it's a regular show.
Yeah.
You got three solid women's matches.
It is not
I
like
like
we're
that
talking
idea.
divas matches. We're talking women who could go.
And
I
they're
like
gonna
that
be
idea
brutal.
a lot. My only question with that is what happens with Ember Moon?
She's in NXT.
Yeah, NXT. Like I said,
Yeah, but
SmackDown's
if you-
SmackDown's
no,
going to
no, no.
sign it.
I know, but if you make Asuka undefeated going in that match, that means she beat Ember Moon at some point.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't touch
Even
Ember
even
Moon.
if she does,
So you just have them not even fight each other.
even if you
NXT.
do, you still can have them fight each other. It's not going to completely hurt
Asuka
her.
don't
No,
win
no,
by
I know.
Sasha-
I'm
Sasha,
just
Paige,
saying.
when Paige was champion, she beat Emma, and if Emma would have said in
Oh, yeah,
NXT,
I know, I'm just saying.
Emma could have been strong.
Right. But
You know?
Ember Moon, or maybe you make it a women's tournament, something like that.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
You know?
Women's tournament, and if Ember Moon goes through 10 other women, at the end of the day, she's going to look awesome.
Right.
Quick
So,
quick
Asuka
question.
can't be beat though.
What's the point of bringing up Nia Jax?
Nia Jax looks awesome. I think Nia Jax is...
No.
I mean, after
What-
tonight,
how
she
does
looks
she look
strong.
good?
After
How did she
tonight.
not look bad? I think
She
the
doesn't look
tap out
bad.
tonight looked horrible, but
That was
Right. But
horrible.
other than that, she's looked dominant.
she looked really good. She's looked
That
really good.
was a really stupid spot.
But what
for
they're
her,
gonna
by
do
the
with
way.
her, though?
That was worse
You
than
got-
the Brock spot.
Don't.
quiet.
what
That
what
was
would you do
worse.
with?
That
What are you
was
gonna do with her right now?
She
Please stop.
tapped.
In the long run.
Right now,
From now to
Sa-
Mania.
Nia
Well,
Jax tapped.
right now, Sasha is Nia is the perfect fit for Sasha.
Sasha.
If Bayley's going with Charlotte, what are you gonna do? You put Sasha with Nia. You let Nia look strong against Sasha for a couple of months until Sasha's ready to turn heel. And then Nia can go up against Bailey after the WrestleMania match.
I just don't
There's a whole bunch
Hold on,
of.
bro.
I don't think Sasha's gonna turn heel until Bailey wins
Well,
the belt.
real quick, I
That's
just
what
want to
we're
say
saying.
something real
That's what
quick.
he's
I think I agree with you guys that Bailey will be champ going into WrestleMania. Just want to change that real quick because
Okay.
I think they're gonna flip it, so it's not exactly the same thing as NXT.
Everything just all the puzzles just the puzzle fits
fits.
for the women. The women, it's like just beautiful. Even with the SmackDown women, it's like now okay, Alexa, you got Natty, you got Alexa, you got Nikki, you got Becky. Everything just
There's so many
fits.
good women's wrestlers. Like you said, you can go anywhere with all this stuff.
With anywhere, and,
it's-
it will all make sense.
And they're
And
all
I
new
love it.
feuds.
I
They're
love
all
it.
new
Right.
feuds.
I love
Everything's new. Everything's fresh.
The women's division has never been this hot.
Even if
Never.
Natty, even if
they've
Natty
never
fights
been this
Nikki,
strong ever.
if that attack on tonight was, we'll go into
Natalia
that
or
later.
anybody. It could
If
be
that was
anybody.
Natty that went after Nikki, that's a new fresh
feud.
feud.
There is
That's
so
never
many-
happened.
There is so many legit
Wow.
women's feuds right now. And
Nikki
it's-
and Natalia.
I love it.
Who's the one who said Eva Marie?
Me.
It could have been Eva Marie.
Why doesn't nobody think it might have been Eva Marie?
No, I said it could be Eva
It's
too.
just the
That's
Abigail.
something
That's
new.
and that's a hell of a way to bring her back.
And that's
Sister
another part of the
Abigail.
storyline that
But she should have
If his
walked out.
sister
tonight.
Abigail
Oh,
got
yeah.
What
me
if it's
paid.
Brie?
yeah.
What if it's Brie, guys?
She's pregnant. If Eva Marie would have came back and attacked Nikki and walked out, the crowd would have went crazy with boos.
Yes.
That's what she.
They would have booed the hell.
And that's
And
what
that's
she
how
lives for.
Come on.
Eva Marie is
Where the
star.
fuck is
she's
Emma at?
made.
Where the fuck?
She's
She's
a
still
Raw.
taking
She's
photo
on Raw.
shoots.
I know she's on Raw,
She's
but
still
it's
taking
just-
photos.
And then that's another puzzle piece. Emma and Dana, perfect puzzle piece
I don't like it.
for the next couple months.
is Eva Marie.
Well,
the
I,
best
maybe
yeah,
bitch in the
I can see
company?
it. I can see it. Emma whip her ass for a couple
All right,
months.
we
Is
need to
Eva
move past
Marie
the
the-
women. We're
is
gonna spend
Eva
on
Marie the
that.
best heel in the
I
company?
actually do like that. to be
Yeah, she
honest
gets
with you.
genuine heat.
There's nobody that gets heat like Eva Marie in the company. No one.
No one. All right, but we gotta keep it moving because we still got a lot to go.
I'm
But yeah.
gonna cut that up into this own section. The
but we
Divas part.
still gotta keep
Yeah,
moving.
so
I mean-
just to recap real quick, Asuka got the win over Mickey James. Mickey James went for a handshake after the match. Asuka said,
Brushed
"Look at the
her
bell,
off.
bitch," and walked off.
She said no.
No.
And
She
then
said,
what
"Okay."
Okay.
and walked off.
I see you in 5 minutes.
I love you, Oscar. All right. After that, so we got the big match on Saturday.
Ooh-wee.
Talk about being surprised.
Oh.
I didn't think Joe was gonna go
Whoa,
over.
whoa.
What?
We already talked about DIY.
Yeah, we already. All we need to talk about next is Nakamura and Joe.
Didn't we talk about
Really?
That's good. DIY.
Yeah, we just had a whole thing about the revival. We talked about the whole match.
Yeah, we talked about
Okay, so can I talk about?
though?
Can I talk about? Okay, Ciampa and Gargano champions. Great match. 2 out of 3 falls. Wonderful.
I like them. I'm
Outrageous.
looking forward to them coming up.
Yes. Okay. Can we talk about NXT Championship match? Joe Nakamura. Joe looks like a monster.
Monster.
Buddha.
He looks like a pure
Bow
monster.
down to the wrestling Buddha.
He's a great.
He looks
he's-
like the Buddha statue.
He looks like one of
Samoa
the
Joe
strongest
is
heels in the company.
He's a great heel.
beast.
Very great heel. And
The strongest.
And they need
heel
to
in the
write
company.
him right when they bring him up. He can't just come up. They
Oh,
need
don't
to do
worry, they'll fuck
right.
him over.
I might go to
if
I
he
might go to
debuts-
Stanford and fuck something up if they fuck up
If
my
he
boy.
debuts in the Rumble like we all think, he's gonna look like an absolute fucking monster. in
He
that
might need to
match.
break Kane's record that night.
He
But
may not
eliminate
win.
13
Actually,
people.
he
Wait,
will
time
not
out.
win.
It'll be
AJ
Roman's-
Styles came
Roman's
through
already.
last year and did a
Roman.
great
Oh,
job
yeah,
and did not
Roman's-
win it.
Roman has everything.
Or did not last all the way like Kane did. He lasted a long time, but he didn't do that extra. And we still love AJ Styles.
But AJ's a different nigga.
Well, I don't think so. Samoa Joe doesn't need to come in.
He's
And
just
make
a
He don't gotta
different
win.
dude.
He
I don't
just
think
gotta just come
he
in
needs
and
to make a statement in the Royal Rumble as eliminating people. He needs to make a statement by eliminating somebody big. And my hope is it's going to be Roman Reigns.
I would love it.
And that's all you need to do.
Yeah,
Drop
I love
Roman Reigns and head into WrestleMania
Oh,
fighting
yes.
Roman Reigns for the U.S. title.
Oh.
Either win at
Or Braun.
Get
WrestleMania
this
or
man
win
out
the
of
No.
their
title.
contract, WWE.
No,
Make him a writer.
no. He should not go nowhere near Braun, Roman,
No.
and Joe. That's what you need to do right now.
For WrestleMania.
Roman and
Or
Joe.
Goldberg.
Easy.
I don't
It's
want to see
easy.
Roman Reigns go over Samoa Joe.
He's
He's
not.
not.
He's not.
No,
He's
this
not.
is when you
He's
this is
not.
when you write somebody
But
to
then
actually
again,
take out.
Then again,
It's Roman
Take out
Reigns.
we're talking about WWE.
Yeah, but at
talking
the same
about Roman
time,
Reigns.
there has
Super
been
Roman.
times lately where Roman Reigns has looked weak, and not everybody's going to look strong.
I don't know when that happened.
Did you not watch when Finn Balor debuted?
Okay.
That's
Did
Yeah,
you
but
not
got
watch
hurt
the
and then
triple
that
threat
changed
match against
everything.
the Shield?
No, but Roman still took that L. To
You think
Finn.
Roman
he
looked
took a clean.
Yeah, but
Against
got
Finn
hurt.
Balor in the
He took
in the
a clean
debut?
win
You
to
think he
Finn.
looked weak?
that was
all
a
that
clean win. It was a great
Yeah,
match. It
yeah.
was clean.
Yeah.
The Shield triple threat, he lost to Ambrose and lost to Seth. Clean. He lost the Fatal 4-Way. Granted, it wasn't clean, but he still wasn't
Shit,
the
he
dividing
lost to
factor.
Seth
Bro,
clean.
that's
That Money in
Finn,
the
man.
Yeah, and he lost to Seth clean.
Yeah,
That's
but you guys
Finn.
are forgetting. It all changed once Finn got hurt. He turned back into Super
He
Reigns.
had to.
Yeah, but he also
But
he
that's what I'm
dropped.
saying.
He also
he's coming
he
off
But
that
before that
illness.
period- but
He's coming
before
off
that
that suspension. Forgot he came off that suspension.
But
They
be-
wasn't fucking with him for a minute. That's why they had him lose clean.
Yeah, and then Finn got hurt, so he had to go back.
Okay,
to
but
Super
regardless of what, for 4 or 5 months, Roman was getting booked looking weak.
Reigns. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
he
But
was
he
winning until
hasn't
he got
since
booked
Finn
for-
got hurt.
Well,
not
that's
even-
because
only
you
one
need another
feud.
top
I'm
star.
gonna
It's
say,
only
I know, I
one
I'm gonna
understand,
say
but
like
that's what I'm
like
saying.
two months.
Wait, guys, we're going too far left. We still got to talk about Joe and Nakamura. We're going way too far left.
How much time we at? I'm gonna cut this up into like
We're still going. We still got to finish this because
we got
this was
36, bro.
this was a great. I hated it at first. At first, I'm not gonna lie.
What, the match?
No, I hated the fact that Joe won.
Oh,
But when I look back at it, it makes perfect sense. You, like I said in the beginning, they feud for a couple more months, maybe 2. You're gonna get 2 or 3 more matches out of them. Nakamura would take it from. Huh?
I hope not that many.
yeah.
But you look at how long the Finn and Joe thing.
Yeah, and it got old and
It
it
got
got
old
watered
after a while,
down.
but-
Yeah, very old.
It got
Huh?
watered
He said it went
down.
out.
But
Exactly right.
in the
What went
meantime, they
He
were
said it
still
went right,
building.
just
You
like
still
Goldberg
built.
and,
Well, you didn't have to build Nakamura.
Oh,
Nakamura came in and just did what he had to do, but in the midst of that, because Nakamura couldn't just come in and take the belt from Joe, Finn and Joe had to wrestle 2-3 more times.
Yeah.
Force Nakamura to legitimately become a #1 contender.
They gotta have a gimmick match too,
Wait.
man.
But maybe that's what happens
Gimmick.
now.
A gimmick, man, like
A last man standing.
last man standing.
Oh, it's gonna
or
happen.
something
The
like
first
that.
NXT last
You
night.
know what's gonna
I
happen.
think that should be it. One more match, and the winner went, like Regal should lay it down. This is it, man. If
I
you
see-
The thing
lose,
with that
How
is,
many?
if Nakamura beats Joe,
Where
Joe
do you-
has to. But
well,
Joe
no,
has
see
to get
that
a rematch.
that's exactly where I'm saying Regal needs to lay it down. Is
But
Joe
you're
if
just
you
gonna
lose this
erase
one?
that rule?
Yeah, because Joe's been disrespectful. You know,
Very.
even if you get a rematch, by law,
Okay.
it's the commissioner's. It's what the commissioner or the general manager says. If Joe wants to, like, we could write a whole thing where Joe's completely disrespectful now that he's back on
You
top.
know what they can do for that?
But that was his rematch that just happened. I know.
But what
I
I'm
understand.
saying
no,
is
I
this
understand.
though:
Why
if
can't he-
Nakamura knocks off Joe and that's it, where do each go from there? Where does Nakamura go from there?
Joe goes up.
Okay, Joe goes up.
Nak-
Who
by that-
legitimately
By that
challenges
time,
Nakamura?
you got Rude.
I don't know.
That's
don't know.
another.
Just
That's
don't
another
know.
month and a
To
half.
go back to how the next match is going to be, whenever they do the contract signing for the thing, Regal can
Needs to
add
say-
in there.
But he needs to
Look,
say step
Exactly.
up and
you don't
say
get
Exactly.
your rematch.
But
Right.
but going back to your question, you got another month and a half to build Robert Roode. That's enough. That's one more.
Bobby
That's
Roode.
one more
Oh,
challenge.
Robert Roode. I
That's you got.
understand.
That's 4 people he's gone through, and even if it's not him, Austin Aries clear, ready to go again.
He's got to find his eye first.
You gotta find his
That's what I'm
eye.
saying. He'll
But
be
once he
clear by
finds his
then.
eye, you know what? That could be a penciled-in feud.
Yeah, that's one more.
you
Even
can
one more
pencil that
match
in.
to go through.
Yeah,
I
One
can
more
see
match
that.
to go through in January. Then you could do Robert Roode versus Nakamura at WrestleMania weekend, which is a beautiful WrestleMania
Why?
weekend match.
Why
Which is a
can't?
glorious
Why can't Samoa
weekend.
Joe? I don't know if there's gonna be a takeover for
We'll be
Royal
there.
Rumble, but why can't
It's gonna be one
Samoa?
for every Big Four, I believe.
Why can't he lose
So they didn't do it last
that Saturday and
Yeah.
enter the Rumble?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
It could either be that or it could be an NXT show. Shake us up a little bit. Don't make it at a takeover. Make it at a regular NXT show.
They did
It
it
could
with
be
Joe.
anything. Yeah, it could be anything.
Mhm.
And then you don't have to call Joe right up. Maybe you will, because now by that point, once again, it's January. Joe goes in the Rumble. There's so much to do right there, and it's like if Joe gets called up, Joe gets called up. Nakamura has Aries and he has Roode.
And not even that.
Have Joe come up, man.
You know they randomly
Oh, he'll come up,
defend the championship. So I know you were like Ty, you were like what happens with Nakamura? Like if he wins Royal Rumble weekend, they can build something up for WrestleMania weekend.
That's what he was saying. You could build Robert Roode by that point. But let's be
I
honest.
don't want to see.
But let's
him
be honest.
lose
Let's be
to
honest.
Rude,
Why?
though, bro.
He's the biggest
He's
heel
the
you
biggest heel.
have.
But here's the
I
thing,
want
though. But let me
Rude to
say
win,
this.
bro.
Let me say this before I forget, though. Nakamura, he didn't successfully defend his title in his first title defense. Nakamura got to get 2 or 3 title defense wins. He has to. He can't just walk out with just one title defense win against whenever he beats Joe
I agree
or the
with
next
that.
defender. He can't just have one.
I agree with that, but Owens Owens was kind of in the same boat.
Owens was a
Owens
monster
did
with
maybe.
the belt. He didn't
Owens
lose it
maybe
as soon-
did two.
Huh?
Maybe two Owens did, and that was against one person.
Oh,
He only
Finn,
fought.
Zayn?
He only fought
Zayn.
He
Finn.
only fought Finn.
He won it from Finn, and then he lost it after he fought
No,
Finn.
he beat Zayn for it.
No,
he
he
beat Zayn.
No, he didn't.
He
He
beat
beat
Zayn for it. Yes, he did.
Oh no, he did
Owens
beat Zayn for it. He
Owens
beat
beat
Zayn for
Zayn.
it, but then Zayn was gone, and
No, he beat Zayn
He
for it.
TKO'd Zayn.
He
Yeah.
TKO'd Zayn
And then
for
he
it.
only
They
won
had
the
a
finish.
rematch. No, they had a rematch.
I don't remember.
No,
Owens,
they did have a rematch.
Owens
He
and
beat
Finn
him
had a
again.
rematch, and he beat. Owen and Finn. Owen and Zayn had a rematch.
Yep.
And he
Okay.
beat him again. He beat Zayn twice,
Uh-huh.
and then Finn came
I don't
along.
remember that.
And he lost to Finn in Japan.
He lost to Finn in Japan, and they lost the ladder match.
Yeah, so it was like like I said, at the most,
Well,
two
one
title
defense.
defense.
But
One or two.
Nakamura got to get his one. Maybe his one is Austin Aries Royal Rumble
I can see
weekend.
that.
Maybe.
But he can also beat Robert Roode in the first match,
Quick question.
and that's how I look at it.
Samoa Joe
Or you
lost-
could even do something in January where he doesn't even defend it. We could build another tournament right now with a number one contender tournament and do that as the main event for that, and then head into WrestleMania.
That
Nakamura
could
got
happen,
to
but
defend his
I don't
title.
think
He
it's
got
gonna.
to he got to defend his title successfully against somebody.
Maybe.
He has to.
I think winning it back is enough for me.
Would you
Winning
have
it
to,
the second time is enough for me.
Would you have to say East?
No, I just want Samoa Joe to come up strong. I want him
Oh,
to
he
build
will.
the
He
storyline
will.
right. I want him to come up like
It's-
Finn came up.
See, I just
Nakamura
can't. With
come
me,
up.
it's like I
Hold
don't.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
I don't
hold
put
on.
any hope into that.
No, I would hope like he comes up and he's mad. Like, hold up, y'all brought up Finn. Y'all brought up Nakamura, and then y'all brought up somebody else. Like, I wasn't the NXT champ. Like, y'all forgot about me. He should go up there,
Two-time
storm
NXT
it,
champ.
and just destroy everybody.
See, I don't. I feel that way, but I just don't have hope in it. After seeing Big E get called up as being NXT champion, after seeing Bo Dallas get called up, after seeing Neville get called up, after seeing
I don't
Zayn get
know,
called
man.
up, I have no faith in
But
it.
that's why I was asking
Okay.
before, what's the
Joe's a
level of the
different
titles? How
caliber.
strong
Way
are their
different,
titles
bro.
when people
Joe's a
have them? And then when they
different
come up, it's like, how do you gauge how strong these people are? Because Kevin Owens comes up and beats John Cena. Neville comes up.
Well, that's what I'm
Dies.
saying.
You
Like,
know-
I think it's perfect for him to get called up and go right into something with Roman Reigns. Like, how much stronger
How
can
much-
you be to go in a U.S. title with Roman Reigns?
You ain't going
But
with
I
Brock
don't have
Lesnar.
hope. That's what I mean, that I don't. There's no promise to that, and I don't have
Yeah.
a promise behind it.
That's what we saw today.
All right.
I personally think like what everybody's saying, everybody input makes perfect sense. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I just think we just have to see how it plays out. But all in all, I definitely like the way the route WWE is taking NXT and WWE wise. I don't know if y'all got anything else to say about NXT, but I'm ready to get into this big.
No, I can't wait to see what's next in that storyline.
Mhm.
But Nakamura, I mean, we're back on the road of he got his first loss in NXT, first loss in WWE.
And
How-
Joe's the first two-time champion.
Mhm.
Joe's
Which is
and that's
dope.
legendary, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep.
I kind of can't wait. For
And he
this
cheated to
NXT.
win.
He cheated to win, and that's what I just didn't want Nakamura to. I didn't want him to lose clean.
Well, that's the thing with NXT. When their takeovers are over, there's always storylines. They always set up perfect storylines. So we got a few things going, especially with, like you guys just said,
Yeah.
Joe cheating to win. So
No disqualification.
He didn't
in the
cheat.
last minute. All right.
The ref just didn't see it.
There's nothing better than the last man standing for the two of them.
yeah,
If you don't
Or
get-
an I quit.
If you get pulled over by the cops and you don't
Where
get
is
caught
this
with,
going?
all right, let me stop. I'm gonna keep it right there.
Yeah.
I was about to say some wild shit, but I'm not even
Ladies
gonna
and
say it.
gentlemen, you finish that in your
Ladies
mind.
and
Use your
gentlemen.
imagination.
How about Survivor Series?
So how are we gonna do this?
Goldberg.
You have horrible transition skills, buddy.
Damn.
I mean-
we gotta
I mean-
establish. You gotta let
Well,
me.
let's
You
start
gotta let
from
me
the-
end segments and just transition to. the
I
next
think
thing.
I'm better at it.
Well,
but
then you
no, he just ruined it. So we're just gonna go into how are we gonna break this up with Survivor Series?
Yo, man.
From the beginning.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, do we really want to? I don't want to harp too much time on. I want to hit the big three matches. To be honest with you,
Well,
It's not about you. It's about the team.
well, I don't want to talk about Goldberg and Brock.
It's
let's be
not
honest.
about you.
I don't want to talk about.
I know what you're talking about.
To me,
don't
it's.
know.
I think the two singles matches are
Brock-
a little bit better
Brock is
than what we
good.
got out of the two
Okay,
out of the
so
three.
let's start off with Miz and Zayn.
Oh, I was
Okay.
about to say.
We can start off with two singles matches.
I mean, we can.
Okay, we can do that. We can start off with Miz and Zayn.
We can at least say who won all the other matches.
No, we will.
No, we'll get to it.
We'll get.